In what has already been a wild and unpredictable weekend inside the UFC Apex, fans were rocked by a mix of breaking news, medical emergencies, fighter frustration, and massive announcements that could change the future of the promotion. The drama unfolded live, with the main event cancelled at the last minute and shocking statements following shortly after. Perhaps the most anticipated news of the evening broke earlier in the day. Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall have officially agreed to terms for what could be the biggest heavyweight clash in recent UFC history. While an official date has not yet been announced, both fighters confirmed their agreement, and the UFC is expected to reveal details soon. "When are you fighting, Tom?" one reporter asked Jones. "Right now," he replied, "the UFC and Tom. We've all got a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. They are one of the biggest organizations in sports. Tom and I have agreed to terms, and now we're waiting for the UFC to make their announcement." Though legally restrained from giving more details, Jones' tone was confident. "Then I agree," he added simply, alluding to the silent contract that now holds fight fans in suspense. But that was only one half of the night's bombshells. The main event has been cancelled due to medical reasons, came a shocking announcement from the broadcast team. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Have a great night. Inside the Apex, a wave of confusion spread. Welcome back to Las Vegas. We're inside the UFC Apex. We are all set to go for the main event. It has been cancelled. Maycee Barber and Erin Blanchfield will not fight tonight inside the octagon. The cancellation was sudden and unexplained, until word began to circulate. "Pretty crazy," said Blanchfield in a post-fight scrum. "Pretty unprofessional. I wouldn't want to fight her again. I was told she had a seizure in the locker room." The UFC confirmed that Maycee Barber was not medically cleared to compete. While some were quick to criticize, Barber herself released a heartfelt statement. "Not what I had planned for Sunday Post. Thank you to everyone for the prayers and support. I owe an apology to UFC, Mick Maynard, Dana White, Sean Shelby, and Erin Blanchfield. P.S. My life is not messy. This is just a bad hand. We will get to the bottom of it all and be back." Whether the situation was preventable or just sheer bad luck, it cast a shadow over the evening and ignited some harsh commentary from fellow fighters. Following the chaos, Sean Strickland went off in a no-holds-barred tirade against the UFC's pay structure and roster decisions. "Dude, the problem with the UFC is they don't pay anybody," Strickland said. "That's why you're seeing everybody on the roster is Ahmed, Jose, whatever Brazilian name, because the UFC doesn't pay anybody money." According to Strickland, the consequences of the current pay model are long-term and cultural. They don't have American beliefs. They don't have American ideals. When the whole roster doesn't speak English, it's because the UFC is so cheap. He didn't stop there. They pay champion contenders, sure, but they don't pay new guys. You make more money working at expletive target. Intra-level is like 10 and 10. If you lose, that's $$10,000. Then you pay your management, your gym, your taxes, you're walking away with $5,000. You can't even pay your mortgage for a month. Strickland, whose brashness is notorious, also dropped a sobering line. "I'm losing $300, man. They're taking our jobs, Chinaman." Amid the chaos, Michael Chandler reminded fans of the long-delayed grudge match with Conor McGregor, which continues to simmer unresolved. "We were supposed to fight in June," Chandler said. "We did The Ultimate Fighter. We have to finish The Ultimate Fighter. And Conor just said a few weeks ago, unfinished business. So yeah, it stays alive." Chandler acknowledged that the whole ordeal has become more of a waiting game than anything. "If I'm a betting man, I'm not sure if he comes back. Do I want to fight him? Absolutely. But I'm not losing sleep. If it happens, it happens." He did offer one tantalizing hint. "January 24th is my wife and I's anniversary, and it just so happens to be a Saturday. Let's speak it into existence. New year, new deal, new fight." The UFC finds itself at a crossroads, both celebratory and controversial. The Jones versus Aspinall fight announcement, pending official UFC confirmation, is massive and could redefine the heavyweight division. But that high is being counterbalanced by other pressing issues: fighter dissatisfaction, pay disputes, and last-minute event chaos. As fighters like Strickland become more vocal, pressure mounts on the UFC to address these concerns, or at least respond publicly. In the meantime, fans wait with bated breath for the next steps. Will McGregor finally return? Can Macy Barber bounce back from this health scare? Is Jones versus Aspinall the turning point fans have been craving? For now, all we can do is wait. Until then,